in true Canadian fashion. It's Brass Brad, and I dig Lanark County, literally, with a shovel, and it's a great place to live. As always, I try and be informative and a little bit of story to go along with it here. So, now you have your knife, Grandpa. That shoe just reminds me of something military about it. For some reason. Good story anyways. I can just hear the headlines now. Amateur metal detectorist finds not one but 3 meteorites. Most of these are my nicer finds, according to me anyways. Try digging, I don't care whether it's a little bit froze or not. Chunk of lead. This is with work boots and a real shovel. Glad I got that for you. Good shape. Just tell me how you get the sand out of them now. Here we go. Oh, 10 minutes. It's a wonder I didn't just mangle that thing. Finally! Finally. First horseshoe of 2016. Yay. I knew before the end of the day I'd have something mysterious happen. Grooves all sliced in this hot rock here. It's a gloomy Saturday afternoon. Been raining on and off all morning. Great time to go out and clean my Historical Clyde River finds. So, tell you, there's a lot of history in the ground, dating back to first settlement and prohibition apparently too. But she was a great hunt. Great. I got a lot of really cool stuff, historical stuff, personalized items. You name it, I got her in the Clyde. So anyways, grabbed a few bottles. I'd been down to the river and got lots of drink bottles and a couple old bottles there on another hunt. But I've been wanting a quart of beer. I got one there, not real old, but twist top, but pretty sure that's a quart of beer. This bottle here, Radway's Renovating Resolvent, RRR. Looked that up, and there was ad in an Ottawa paper in the 1850s promoting that. Cured everything from pimples to cancer, it said. I didn't even know if they knew what cancer was in 1850s, but that's what they said in the internet. Another nice wee bottle there. Imperial Extract Company, Toronto. Never got a chance to look that up. Nice old vase or spice jar or something there. Never got a chance to look for markings on it yet either, but too busy cleaning my finds. That might be just an old tomato juice jar from 10 years ago for all I know. Bunch of old horse and farming and tools and stuff. The horseshoe worked. I had some good luck. Nice wee brass buckle, ring, and the 2 crotal bells. One little one with the ice probably blew the ball right out the side there. And this one's got a crack in it. Got a crack in it there. Got balls in there, and it's probably half the size that it's supposed to be. It was probably iron ball, and it's pretty well disintegrated in there. It's not working too good. Couple of files, axe heads. Could have kept half a dozen axe heads, but they were too far gone. This one's pretty near too far gone too. The Whippletree or yoke end there. Turned out that's not no projectile from the British troops or anything. It's got bearings in there. Hob off of an old 4-wheel drive with no spline or anything in it, but probably there was lots of mill sites and textile mills and stuff around there. It could have been off some equipment or an old car hub or assembly or something. Old scissors. Probably came from the Glen Air net. Lanark was famous. Glen Eyre Knit Factory Outlet. Had 4 stores in Lanark at one time when I was a kid. And probably hired 200 or 300 women. I don't think that's no shoulder scale. Probably a brush. Looked up British uniforms and stuff around the time Lanark was settled, and they had more of a just stitched, like yellow stitched silk and stuff like that. Didn't have wrong era, I think. Brush, copper ashtray, I think. Might be copper. A lot of these metals I'm not sure about, but I've got quite a selection of pretty much every type of metal you can think of. Now this is a personalized item right here. And this camera is not going to do it justice, but it's really fancy first letters. It's got Thomas Watt. And I'm pretty sure down here it says really fancy A, big A, aged 61 years. So I think, I'm not sure what it would be, some kind of little tray or, it sounds like he was dead anyways, aged 61 years. Sounds like some kind of memorial thing from the funeral home. The metal in it. I'm not sure whether the silver I see is, I think it's more flaking off. The silver plated and it's flaking off, pretty well all gone. So I don't think it's silver. They wouldn't silver plate silver, would they? I don't know. That's personalized. I have no idea what that is. Side cover off an old outboard motor, or old motorcycle side cover, no bolt holes or nothing in it. This must have been an old copper plate, or like kind of a gold pan shape or something. Pan, copper pan. And then this little wheel here we found with a needle in it. I broke that off, trying to figure out, if it was ever some kind of dial or wheel to turn a gadget, that little needle wouldn't have done, would have broke. So I'm wondering if the rest of the body, it was a really, really old toy, a little cast iron toy or something, and it had part of the big block of sludge there stuck to it. I pulled it out and it had the needle on it, and maybe that was the axle and it was a really old toy or something. And here's some more toys. Monster truck, little gun, car, and we got that lock, Brinks lock. Used to be, well, I'm sure they still are in business, armored car company. Must be a lighter case, Chevy emblem, some lead, wheel weight, and a little ring there too of lead. Weight, sinker. That looks like an older fish hook there, wobbler. Kind of coppery. Some of these are really buried too. I think that little copper one was in the clay there 3 or 4 inches. Way down. Red devils and spinners. This one's got the BBs in it. Cleaned it up. Looked like copper, like that. Cleaned it up and it's got a bunch of sparkles and paint and stuff under it there. So, might not be as old as I think. Some clock parts or something. Almost look like the same item, but I don't think they are. Found them 1/8 of a mile from each other. Now this is neat. We're getting into the better stuff here now, the nice stuff. I like that little still there. It was at the end of the 3rd night or something. Down at the river hunts. Pretty near dark. Couldn't even see what I was pouring out of it. I had to scan the dirt and make sure there was nothing in the dirt inside it. And that really looks neat. I like that. Prohibition time, maybe. You know, maybe they're making their own little brew there. Yeah, that's really, really cool. I like that. This thing here, I don't know whether it's silver or not. Like the wings on it might be made out of different material than the rest of it. The wing I broke. It could be the base off an old trophy, base off an old lantern, a street light. Don't know if it's lead or silver, but I did remember I put the scratch in it and she's got silver showing through. So it might be tarnished silver. Or might not. I'm going to test stuff like this someday. There's that knob. Like say probably off an old machine or something. Could have been in a factory. Knob off a machine right in the factories there or something too, rather than equipment outside or household. I had to scratch it with the... Coming at you in true Canadian fashion. It's Brass Brad, and I dig Lanark County, literally, with a shovel, and it's a great place to live. As always, I try and be informative and a little bit of story to go along with it here. So, might have your knife, Grandpa. That shoe just reminds me of something military about it. For some reason. Good stories and like. I can just hear the headlines now. Amateur metal detectorist finds not 1 but 3 meteorites. Most of these are my nicer finds, according to me anyways. Try digging, I don't care whether it's a little bit froze or not. Chunk of lead. This is with work boots and a real shovel. Glad I got that for you. Good shape. Just tell me how you get the sand out of them now. Here we go. Oh, 10 minutes. No wonder I didn't just mangle that thing. Finally! Finally. First horseshoe of 2016. Yay. I knew before the end of the day I'd have something mysterious happen. Grooves all sliced in this hot rock here. I used that sharp edge of that file right there and I scraped it on the back to see if it was wood. Looked so much like wood, hardwood or something. I just had to scratch it and see if it was metal or wood. We got some lantern parts here. Makers. Can't make that out. I always had it with the magnifying glass there. Can't make it out. But this one I certainly can. Star brand. I don't know, it's got a date on there somewhere too, but not sure. Never spent a whole lot of time looking at this stuff, just trying to get it cleaned up for you. Another hand. Say that was a forge down there where I was hunting on the last 2 evenings, so little tin things like that, they probably use them for a base or something. Like I think I deleted the video of the horse blinder I found in the river. I think in the old days they'd take little tin copper discs and stuff and make the shape, and then they'd put some cushion and leather around it and stitch it or something onto it. So that could have been something made and was never ever put on anything or used. The money, couldn't believe I didn't find anything older than 70s, but we got 60s there, 70s, or no, sorry. What am I thinking? We got 40s. 40s and 60s and 70s is what it is. I don't think I got a 50s coin in there, but the American war penny was the oldest one I got, 44. And then all the rest of them are Canadian here. Whole bunch there in the 40s. Oh, I must have something going wrong. I know because I got a 67 right there. I think there's a couple of 40s and then some 70s, 60s here because there's that one with the goose, the 67 Centennial Canadian penny there. Little older queen, I think. Well, maybe not. One of them has the older queen on it. Probably this one. Yeah. That queen's a little older than the one on the back of the 67. Yeah, nothing special about them ones. And we'll jump up to this thing. It was pretty cool. I don't know whether it's an old door knock or what, but or I was thinking maybe the base for a old lantern that hung or something, street lantern. But turns out that's wood. I broke it too. It's not it's a pewter or something, pretty easy to break. So that was carved wood. Somebody's got this jammed on there, and they had it pushed in like that. Comes right apart right here. Swivels. I can pull it right out of there. So don't know what it was, and pretty weird wood dowel through it there, homemade. Somebody spent some time on that, trying to fix it maybe, I don't know. This might be silver. I think that's silver. Tarnished silver. Probably maybe the base off, like say that could be part of a trophy or something. So could that. That could be the base off a trophy or a wine glass or some kind of ornament or something in the house. And there's my D2. Yeah. That stuff. Not sure what it's made out of. Got some fancy though. This lead, what I thought was lead, I tried to bend it and snap it off, or I didn't want to snap it off, but I tried to bend it and see how flexible it was, if it was lead or not, and it feels like it would break pretty easy. And I don't know whether that's the material that this stuff was made out of or melted down. This could be that stuff melted down, or not sure. I don't know. They're pretty flexible. Everything's pretty flexible there. Just don't know whether that's the same as this material. I don't think any of it's pewter because it's too flexible. And we did the lamp parts. Moving up to my favorite finds here for sure. For sure. Got the compacts and lipsticks, some women's stuff there, and mirror. Still got the mirror in it. These items up in this corner, some of these items up here in this top row here, they've been cleaned and put some mineral oil on them. So yeah, and this has some fancy too. It had that fancy on the bottom. The fancy rim around the top there. Nice, I like it. Lipstick tubes. There's a fancy, what would that be, a necktie thing or something? Or maybe even off a horse bridle or something. But she's got fancy on it. There's some kind of drawing in the middle there too. And this I thought was another compact case lid or something, off is, but is actually Sifto, spelt backwards. Sifto salt, lid off a salt container. Neat little plate badge thing there. Don't know what it was ever meant for. And got some really neat old copper forks and knives there. Square spoon. That's kind of unique. I think the fork and the spoon are copper. This is plated. It's peeling off. Not sure whether that was iron in there or something copper or something. Not sure. And my favorite finds. Not sure whether they're all gun related, but really happy to find this. That's the second flask in a week I found. Got one on that homestead hunt, and it's nice. I like it. And keep wanting to find something British. First, Lanark was a military settlement there in its beginnings, outpost. So it's got, I know there's a lot of American things with the eagle in the middle there. And it's got some arrows. Other side shows the other half. It's on a branch. So that's really, really neat. I love finding this old history here in Lanark. Yeah. And this, I think that might have something to do with measuring the powder for them old guns. It's got CG Company or something like that. It's not DC for Dominion Cartridge Company, but it's got something there. Company. Oh, I forget. I can't see it there now. Down the states. And Connecticut, I think it was. It had a little badge there in the front. And it's got all these little measurement things here. More writing. It's talking about ounces. Something about 2 ounces. I thought it said something about rams too. 2 ounces, 2 rams or something like that. Yeah, Connecticut, I think. So that's really neat if that's what that is for measuring powder. I think that's really, really cool. Love finding it. And the rifle casings go along with the firearm stuff. There's a live round there. I haven't had a chance to read the cartridge calibers on them things. And this, not sure whether it's something to do with loading them old musket guns or not either. I know on the internet I had to look at 100 different flasks in there and I never seen one with that pattern. Or a pattern like the one I found last weekend. So the top comes right off this thing. Nothing wrote on it anywhere. But it looks like they filled that copper top or something with lead or something. Really heavy. It's almost like a bullet. So that's really cool. What a historical Clyde River hunt that was. And I hope you all enjoyed it and went along on the journey and not just watching my roundups and stuff. So this will be my last vid here, and I'm gonna go and upload it for you and get it out. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you coming along. See you later.